YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Knowledge here from Gamers Little Playground, and today we're in 2015. Finally, this year has arrived. Last year was amazing. I couldn't have expected where we ended up last year as compared to where we started. So much success on the channel, all because of you guys, amazing subscribers supporting us throughout the way. And I can't wait to get this year started. I have a lot of new ideas and a lot of new series coming up. But we'll let you guys know that about in the future in upcoming commentaries. But today what I wanted to do was give you an origin story of how we chose the name Gamers Little Playground and how that name came about. People have asked me over the years about it, especially the last couple of months when we started getting more subscribers. But a friend reminded me a couple of days ago. I was like, you know what, you should do one of those videos. And I was like, yeah, good idea. So back in like 2008, 2009-ish, I got really into Halo 3. I've liked Halo before then, but it was the first time I had good online connection. I could actually play online. So I was playing Halo 3 online, and I'm a really competitive person, even though I'm usually not that good, but I'm still really competitive. I try to get as good as possible if I really enjoy a game. So I started watching a lot of MLG. And at that time, Halo 3 was the game on MLG. That was the number one thing that they centered their entire business around. And you had all-star teams like Straight Rippin' and Final Boss and Triggers Down. You had these great Halo teams, and I really enjoyed the competition. I enjoyed watching it, and I liked these LAN tournaments that they would do. These great competitive environments where people were cheering and you had fucking amazing plays going on. So around that time, I had this idea that I wanted to throw a game tournament, and this idea got in me where I was like, I want to throw a game tournament. I had a couple of boys that I worked with, and I asked them, what would you think about us throwing a game tournament? And they're like, you know what, as a matter of fact, we threw a game tournament last summer and like we've been wanting to do it again. So we decided to get together and fucking throw this tournament together. It was so ghetto, guys. I mean, we had like one 4v4 setup and that's it. Different size monitors, Xboxes from all around, but it was fucking fun as hell to do. But anyways, before we did the tournament, we wanted to decide on a name, and we couldn't figure out any names. We had a bunch of names that we thought of, but none of them really stuck. We didn't really like any of them. So we took a bunch of names, and then my sister just randomly one day, she says, what about Gamers Little Playground? And honestly, I didn't like the name at first. I was like, it's pretty good. I like it. Like, sometimes when you hear a name, it immediately sticks, and sometimes it doesn't. But we wrote it down on the list. We had a lot of other names like Shooter's Day Out, and I forgot what other. That's the only one I remember, Shooter's Day Out, because we actually ended up using that name for the first name of our tournament. But so we bring it to the guys, we all talk about it, and we look at all the names, and then we voted. And it just so happened that Gamers Little Playground was the one that had the most votes. And so we ended up calling that GLP, Gamers Little Playground. That was the name of our tournament group, our little organization that I wanted to make. And the first tournament, we ended up calling it Shooter's Day Out, which was the second name that a lot of people voted for. And yeah, that name stuck with us, and we did tournaments for a while. It was a good time, and we grew a lot. We threw some pretty big tournaments. Like we had one that we called March Madness. We had like 300 people show up, and it was really fun. We built our setup up. We ended up getting up to 16 Xboxes and 16 monitors, like whole setups for people to play. To this day, it's still one of my biggest regrets. I still wish we would have kept pushing it forward, because the thing was, when I started, I had just graduated from college, and I started working as a substitute teacher. So the boys that I was working with was kids from school that I related to. You know, I was just a substitute teacher coming in, and then I would talk to these kids, and of course we'll end up talking about video games, because I still played video games at 21, right out of college. And in my opinion, they're learning so much running the tournaments, because they're doing a lot of the legwork. They're promoting, recruiting people. We're organizing the event, organizing the tournament, running the tournament, everything. There's so much things that they learned doing that. And even though it was still just playing video games, if people wanted to criticize it as that way, I never saw it that way. I always wanted them to get more out of it. And I know GLP always has a soft spot in their heart and my heart for those fun times where we'll just, have meetings and talk about how we're gonna get more stuff, how we're gonna recruit more people, how we're gonna have such a big tournament in a big venue. And there was a couple moments there where it seemed like we were gonna get there, but sometimes in life, guys, things don't work out, and it just didn't go our way. I had to leave for a summer. And when I came back, kind of things had fallen apart. We hadn't met all summer. I had to leave to go work somewhere else. Regardless, though, I think that moment in time motivated me to want to push forward, to do something with games, because I realized in that time in my life that I have a passion for gaming. So we just ended up stopped doing the tournaments after a while, but as far as the YouTube channel goes, what happened was after the first tournament, I had the idea. I was like, why don't we make a YouTube channel for our tournaments, and we'll show, live footage from the tournaments or make montages and whatnot. So I made a channel called Gamers Little Playground. We ended up calling it GL Playground just because I thought Gamers Little Playground would be too long to type, and that people wouldn't like wouldn't like typing that much, so I just did GL Playground. The first video I did was terrible. It wasn't a montage. It was just a video of one of our best matches at the tournament, and it just showed the perspectives of all the players. I really liked it, but it wasn't that great. We got like 10 views or something. It wasn't anything and we didn't do anything else with the channel. After that, I just left it there for a whole year. Just left the channel there, did nothing. So a year later, I decided, it's like, you know what, I want to make a real montage, and I end up editing my first montage. None of that's on YouTube anymore because we had to take it down for copyright reasons. Back then, we didn't know anything about copyright. We just used any fucking song we wanted to use and just put it on the video and assume that it'll be okay, and then get a copyright strike or something, or you have to take it down. But yeah, that's how we got the name Gamers Little Playground. It's originally a tournament organization that fell apart, and I ended up just, since I made the channel and controlled it, I ended up just started making montages, and that's how I got started on YouTube. And then eventually I started doing the game movies, and more people would work with me and all that. But it was good times with the GLP days, the tournament days. Hopefully someday we can throw another tournament just for fun or something. But yeah, that's how we got our name GLP. The crazy thing is, even though I didn't love the name then, it grew on me over time, and now I psychotically love the name. I think the name is perfect for our channel. It might not have been perfect for our tournaments, but for the channel, I think it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, guys, so we got a lot of stuff coming up for 2015. A lot of game movies coming up, and a lot of new series that we're going to be working on, and I'll let you guys know about that when the time comes. But if you like this vid, make sure you put that thumbs up, like, comment, and share. And make sure to follow us on Twitter at GLittleP to keep up with all the GLP new updates and stuff that we're going to be doing. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.
5 kills to win.